designer, hold your minors. Don't give it up, don't give it up, don't give it, don't give it up, don't give it up.
Sex full of adrenaline, this pussy put you right to sleep just like a sedative. Not to sound conceited, I'm not one to brag, but I'm the girl you needed that you never had. Some people only see the negative, some people find a way to see the good in everything. I just wanna see you through the good and bad, take you as you are and never give you back.
Got my eye, I love your intellect. I guess I put you straight to sleep, I call it bed rest. I just want your body like I never had. Take you out the house and never bring you back. Free my mind, you know what I'm into, yeah. Spent all days off in the lake, I guess you into that. I just wanna love you like 100 racks. Take you out of town and never bring you back. No place I can't go, love ain't here, no. Drugs and a melody.
I know what you will be doing in here. You want me to stay till the morning. I know just what you be doing in here. You call me whenever you're horny. Let me come through it, come do it in here. I'm going. Okay, and I love how you doing it. Take you down each time I'm screwing it. Okay, and I'm loving your face. Fuck you good, put you in your place. Lamborghini Storado, speeding off. Getting here while I'm driving, I'm geeking off. Oh my god, you move like a reaper, huh? She a bad little jump, better keep her on. Sipping lean just like it one morning. Talking game to the bitch like a poet. Flexing drugs way down to the toilet. We been up on you hoes and you know it. Sipping lean just like it one morning. Talking game to the bitch like a poet. Flexing drugs way down to the toilet. We been up on you hoes and you know it. Me my perk in my 30s as I be fiending. And I'm way in the clouds when I'm cutting dreaming. Get that pussy to me, don't be born. And I'm diving inside to the morning. Then I ran up on Tommy, that switch is singing. And I'm planning that pussy until she creaming. I won't jump in that coupe, it ain't foreign. I sold out every show and I'm torn. I ain't giving up. See, I went in so back here from there to the top, we gon' live it up. That's your man started talking into you and the speaking, go pick him up. And that line go so fast to the dash when I drop, make it giddy up. I turned down couple million from Sony. Girl, I love how you ride like a pony. Keep that switch on my lap like I'm Tony. She get naughty for me when we lonely. Show me what you wanna do, cause baby, love it when you ride it on. I know all that shit you do, so baby, don't no talking, got me shown. Okay, and I love how you doing it. Take it down each time I'm screwing it. Okay, and I'm loving your face. Fuck you good and put you in your place. Lamborghini Storado, speeding off. Getting here while I'm driving, I'm geeking off. Oh my god, you move like a reaper, huh? She a bad little jump, better keep her on. Sipping lean just like it one morning. Talking game to the bitch like a poet. Flexing drugs way down to the toilet. We been up on you hoes and you know it. Sipping lean just like it one morning. Talking game to the bitch like a poet. Flexing drugs way down to the toilet. We been up on you hoes and you know it.
I heard you been dreaming about me lately, girl. I'm sliding.
Hey, so guys, back again with another little New Year, New Me video. It's been a little while. So, this will be resuming from the last New Year, New Me video, and this is like a new, if you haven't seen the old one, this is like a new yearly review / recap video series that I'm doing. If you want to watch the first one, I'll have it linked up here, and that was last year's New Year, New Me, where I was basically just talking about how 2024 was and whether or not I achieved goals that I set out to achieve and what my plans were for 2025. And now in this video, we'll be reflecting on that, talking about 2025, how it went, and making plans for 2026. So let's get on with it. So this year has been a crazy one. Starting off with January. In January, I was actually quite consistent with the YouTube, but I had very shit like mental health. But I also had a huge ego because my social life was good, and because of that, I felt like the king of the world, but wasn't actually in reality. I felt lonely romantically, and I was searching for basically any sense of love that I could get. So what I mean by all this is, I was consistent with the YouTube. Like, I think I posted about eight or 10 videos, all of which, like, I've got the grown out buzz, and I've got a goatee that's also a bit grown out, and I'm also really thick, and you can see my eyes and like my nose, and like my voice is very nasally. And I posted every single day for like 8 or 10 days straight. I think it was 18 maybe. I don't remember specifically how many days, but I was very consistent with the YouTube uploading. But I hated those videos because they were very mechanical, very scripted, and like every single word that I said was scripted. The videos weren't really raw or authentic. It just felt like a checkbox thing of like, oh, I need to get this video done, let me make a script and let me make sure that I say every single word on the script, nothing more, nothing less. And I hated those style of videos. So even though I was very consistent, it was much more just like I was doing an acting job, in the sense that I wasn't doing it in the way that I wanted to do it. And now what I mean by like the whole social life thing, but shit mental health. Social life is very important for you, right? And I had like friends around me and I had all of that going on, but I just didn't enjoy my life. I just did it because it was the only thing that gave me any source of dopamine. Not even doing the YouTube gave me any dopamine at that time. Because again, like I said, it was just so mechanical. So the only thing that gave me dopamine was my social life. But other than that, my mental health was shit, and I felt really lonely romantically because I wasn't talking to any girls at this time. And I think I was just going back and forth with a few of my exes, and I wasn't feeling the best back at that time. So even though I appeared like, oh yeah, he's consistent with the YouTube, he's doing good, going to the gym, whatever, it mentally I just wasn't there as much in January. Now in February, I met my first girlfriend of this year. I'm on my second girlfriend of this year, which I'll get to later. But yeah, I met my first girlfriend of the year in February, and started talking to her in Feb. I think we got together in Feb as well. And then I had a little trip as well with my friends, which was quite funny. But for me, it was like a learning curve. Not a learning curve, a lesson, right? I went to a place which I wasn't really comfortable going. I took a substance which I wasn't really comfortable taking. But my whole mindset going into it was like, fuck it, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. And even though I don't regret it, it wasn't the best experience and I didn't enjoy it, and I shouldn't have done it because it didn't leave me the best. I don't want to go into too many details because I can't lie, it's a bit embarrassing, but it's also a very funny story. So maybe I might say it later on in like a future video or something. But yeah, it was a crazy time, and I feel like that was the beginning of the downfall, so to speak, which I'll get into. Like, you'll understand what I mean by that as we get later on into the video. So at that time, like, the downfall part of me kind of like just crept in. I didn't really feel it due to the dopamine of being in that new relationship. Like I mentioned, I met my ex, so I didn't really feel like the creeping of the downfall at this specific time, but I'd say that's when it started because of the little trip that I had. I was going gym with friends, so I was like training my friends in the gym at this time as well, which is quite nice. Having a good few close friends I was going to the gym with, training them, and it also helped me stay a bit more consistent. So I was actually being somewhat disciplined with the gym back then, which was really nice. So my social life was still doing pretty well, but unfortunately I did start being a little bit less consistent in the YouTube at this time because I'd just gotten back to uni. So I had all the videos that like I'd prepared from home, like posted and already uploaded, and I was like, okay, now I need to film again, but I just didn't get the opportunity to film, or maybe I did, but I just didn't end up filming because I was struggling to get back into routine again, you know, because it was like a little transitionary period, and that's always been an issue for me, like readjusting after moving from home and uni. So then in March, my girlfriend was over all the time, and I kept still being social, and I was still smoking as well up until this point. And I began planning my first ever flat party. So this time was like mainly just like my girlfriend was over, we were like hanging out, and she was just staying at my place, and I was also spending a lot of time with friends, all of that sort of stuff. And then I was like, okay, I want to do the flat party now. So I started planning, when can I do it? How am I going to set it up? How is this going to work? Blah, blah, blah. So then April, I hosted the flat party, and it was huge. Like, it was so funny. So I invited my cousin as well to come to the flat party. And so it was my girlfriend, my cousin, and then obviously everyone else that came to the flat party. And it was so huge. I think we had over like 200 people coming in its peak, and literally it was crazy. Basically, the entire building was my party because people were coming in and out, and I lived like a floor below the entrance. So basically, you would walk in, right? There's about 4 or 5 floors going up, and there's one floor going down. I lived downstairs, and we hosted it like in that downstairs flat because I had a huge kitchen. So we hosted it in the kitchen, but all of the corridor here was full, and all of the stairs going up was full of people, and then out going to the exit, it was completely full of people from my party. So eventually, obviously, security caught on, like, hey, what the hell's going on? Why are there so many people here? So they figured out that I was hosting a party, and they came in to, like, shut it down. And obviously, like, as the guy that's hosting the party, they're looking for someone who's responsible, and they're probably, like, going to take the piss until they find someone who's responsible. So I was like, fuck it, I'll put my hands up and say, yeah, this is my party, I'm hosting it. And they're like, oh, you're not meant to be doing this, blah, blah, blah. Or act all innocent and be like, oh, I didn't know what was going on. I just invited a few friends, and then it blew out of proportion. That's all that happened. I don't know what's going on. And they're like, well, you can't have this many people, get them all out of here. I'm like, okay. I was complying. I made everyone go. But it was so funny. I was like, the party is still on. Just leave from here for now. Go somewhere else. Go to my mate's place. And I'll message, because I basically created a group chat for the entire building. So I said I'd message in that group chat when the party's going to be live at mine again, or where it's going to be if we're moving it. And like, okay. And then I basically got everyone out of there. And then in the building next to mine, a lot of the people moved there. So my cousin and my girlfriend were also in there. So I was like, okay, let me go to them. And I swear to God, this day, bro, I was so cross-faded. Like, I remember this one story that I don't even remember it myself, but one of my friends told me. Basically, obviously security saw me in my own flat, right? So they kicked me out, and they're like, no, go sleep. Everyone's gone, the party's over. You can't, like, host a party anymore. Go to sleep. So I was like, yeah, I'm going. And I ended up in the building next door, and they obviously caught on that, hey, the party's moved here, because they saw everyone going there. And they were, like, trying to stop me going in the lift to go upstairs. And they were saying, go back to your room. Go to sleep. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to sleep. While I'm walking in the elevator. So I was just saying, yeah, I'll do that, while completely ignoring them and walking in the opposite direction. Oh, it was so funny. And then I remember as well, after that, obviously I said to everyone that, hey, the party's still going to be on. So around about like 3 or 4 a.m, everyone came back to mine. Like, when things had calmed down a bit, everyone came back to mine. There was like 70 people at my flat door asking for the party. And I was like, bro, I can't even walk straight. I'm going to sleep. You guys figure yourself out. Good night. Because I was just so crossfaded. If you don't know what crossfaded means, it basically means like when you're high and you're drunk at the same time, or when you're like high off of two different substances at the same time. So I was high and drunk at the same time, and I literally I was so gone to the point like I couldn't even stand properly. And all my friends were like, "Bro, just keep the party going, just keep the party going." I'm like, "Bro, I'm going to sleep. You guys do your thing. I'm going to sleep." My girlfriend, she'd already knocked out because she was also crossfaded. I was like, "I'm going back to bed. I'm going to bed, man. Like, good night. You guys sort yourself out." And yeah, that was pretty much it. But it was so funny. And yeah, that was the flat party. Honestly, it was like a huge success. I'm really glad that I did it, even though after that things started going a little bit downhill, which I'm gonna get onto in a second. um, I'm really glad that I did it, and I don't regret it in any way. That flat party, both flat parties that I've ever hosted, were like core memories for me, where they mean so much to me in the sense of like I'm so proud for being able to host them. That's something no one can ever take away from me, because younger me, like me 2-3 years ago, would have never thought this guy would be able to host a flat party that 200 people, over 200 people would come to. And it would get as big as it did. And it would get shut down by security. And I would have all these crazy stories to tell. Oh yeah, my girlfriend was there, my cousin was there. And it got so big that it had to get shut down. And this happened, and this happened, and this happened. And there were this many people that was filling up the entire building. And it was crazy. And yeah, I'm just really glad that it happened, if you can't tell. But now here's the negative side of it. So in April, there was a lot of drama going on in my relationship. So this is with the girl that I was with earlier. It became very rocky and toxic, and it just started becoming very unhealthy at this point. The flat party was crazy though, like I said. And then I think a week or two after that, I was just starting to feel very, very stressed with everything that's going on in my life. I had a lot of issues going on at the time, some health issues, some issues with the university, some issues with my job, on top of that, issues with my girlfriend, had some financial issues. I had so much going on. And I think I had a panic attack. I don't want to say that lightly because I'm not sure. Because if I did have a panic attack, that would be my first ever panic attack. But I remember basically, I just got dropped off back at uni because I went home for the weekend, and my dad was having a conversation with me about my financial situation. He was actually being really good about it, but I was just like really, that was like the main thing in my mind. And I got to uni, and I was stressing about, oh no, I need to get to work, because I had a shift that day, and that's why I got dropped off early. And that day I was like running a shift in the sense that I was the main manager that was there. So I was a manager, which means I had a lot more responsibility. And as I'm there, like getting ready to go to work and everything, like I've got a good like hour or so until I start work. One of the other managers texts me and just dumps a whole bunch more load of like work onto me, which wasn't my work in the first place. But he was like, "Oh, I can't do it, and I need you to do it, and there's no other way. Like you need." Basically, he was forcing me to do it when that it wasn't my responsibility to do, but I couldn't also exactly say no in that way. Like I can't remember specifically what it was, but I just couldn't say no, and he was just dumping it on me. So I was like, okay, great. And then that, I don't know what it was. Like it's something so small, but that was the cherry on top that just made me break. And I remember like I couldn't breathe properly. My chest got really tight, and my heart was beating really fast, and I felt hot and cold at the same time. Like I was shivering, but I was also sweating. I couldn't speak properly. The words weren't coming out of my mouth properly, and I couldn't even think straight. So I just sat down for a second. I was like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I called my girlfriend because I was like, okay, if there's anyone that I can go to right now, because I don't know what the hell's going on, it'll be my girlfriend. I call her up, and she gets in a random argument with me about some random bullshit. Like I said, very toxic and like rocky relationship at this point. I'm telling her I've got all this going on. She's like, I don't care, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, fuck off, bye bye. Because I'm not going to deal with that when I'm in a situation or in a position like that. There's a time and place where if the person is in good health, then yes, you can talk to them. But like, if someone is literally like having a panic attack or something, I'm not going to try and discuss my relationship issues with them. What takes priority, my relationship issues with them or their health? Their health, right? Common sense. But yeah, that just pissed me off so much, and I was like, okay, bye, I'm not dealing with you. And she just kept calling me non-stop. I think she genuinely made it worse. So I called my friend, and he literally lived upstairs. So I was like, bro, I don't know what the hell's going on, just come down, come down, come down. He was like, oh, I'm with this other friend, is it okay? I'm like, yeah, whatever, come down. And this guy, bro, he pissed me off. He was like, he came down, was like, what do you want? Are you okay? I'm like, bro, I don't know what's going on. I'm this. I explained to him what's going on, like the way that I was feeling. He was like, okay, you'll be fine. Just have some deep breaths and stay here. I'll be in the kitchen. If you need me, just shout me. I'll come back. I'll come check on you every 5 minutes. And I'm like, okay. I don't know how that's going to help, but okay. And that's basically what just happened. And I was like, okay, I don't know what to do now. But sure. So that didn't either really help. And I just kind of had to calm myself down. And it was like a good half an hour. And now I'm thinking, wait, I've got my shift still that I need to go to. So I've got half an hour left before my shift starts. And I'm still like in this state where I'm like very jittery and I can't like, I'm thinking I can't work this shift. How am I going to work it? But it's falling onto me because I'm the shift manager for that shift. So I ring up the guy that dropped more workload on me and that set off this whole thing. I'm like, look, dude, the way that I'm feeling right now, I don't know what the hell is going on. I just can't make it to the shift. I can't make it. You need to cover for me. It's like, luckily he was good and he was like, yeah, okay, no worries, I got you. But also it was like we were hosting a PlayStation of like a FIFA event. So they needed my friend's PlayStation. My friend, which is the one that came down and was like, oh, I'll come check on you every 5 minutes. So I was like, okay, I'll bring you the PlayStation. Just I won't be able to host the event. You can like stay there, manage it, and host it and everything. But I'll bring you the PlayStation. But after that, I just can't be there. I'm not in any state to be there right now. He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. Just bring over the PlayStation. I'm like, okay. I go over, drop off the PlayStation. He sees me. He's like, bro, after seeing you, I understand you need the rest. Like, I can see on your face you don't look like you're in a good place right now. And even though like that sounds a little bit dickheady, I also really appreciated it. Like, he wasn't being a dickhead about it in the sense of like he wasn't gonna be like, oh, you made it here, so you should be able to work, blah blah blah. I appreciate it in the sense that he actually could see that I wasn't in any condition to work. Like, I looked like I had the life drained out of me at that time of my life. But that entire week after that was just completely off. Like, my memory was gone for a bit, like my short-term memory. I couldn't remember anything that I did like 10 minutes ago. I couldn't speak properly. I was just very jittery and very anxious the entire week. And yeah, just I wasn't feeling good at all. At all. And that was a very, very difficult period for me. I've talked about it before, I think in a bit more detail in some of my videos, but that was like the breaking point. When I told you it started earlier in Feb, and now it's like, this was the result of since it's starting in Feb. But also, I had to drop a very close friend. You can probably guess which one it was, for reasons that I won't get into. But I basically just hated my life at this time. I had very low confidence and I felt like a loser. I lost all my self-image, everything that I'd built up in terms of the confidence that I had of hosting the parties and doing all of this and all the girls, whatever, all of this confidence and ego that I'd built up, it just basically got destroyed within this 1 week. And generally my health was very shit. Like I told you, I had health issues at the time. I had something which I now know is a varicocele. I'm going to have a video out on it, explaining the full story at some point soon, so make sure you get subscribed. But I thought I had like cancer or something. Like, that's how bad it was. And also, like, that's how bad my anxiety was. I was just overthinking to the extent where I thought I had cancer. It was so bad. Okay. May was like the start of the recovery. So just to give you like a little quick summary and a quick breakdown. January, wasn't feeling the best. Blah. Very blah. Feb, okay. I met my ex, but also it was the start of the downfall. But I didn't really realize that because I'd had the dopamine of being in a new relationship. March, that kind of continued. April, complete fall off and rock bottom. Like, I wouldn't say I was suicidal or anything at all, but I was very depressed. I hated my life. Now, May, I'm like, okay, no, I need to fix up. I'm recovering, I'm getting better, I'm working on it. So I spent a lot of time with family and I spent a lot of time with my friends because I wanted like my closest support circle around me. And also I knew my girlfriend at the time was like a very negative, like she wasn't a good person to have in my environment at the time. So I didn't really push her away. I just spent less time with her, invited her over less often and everything. And all my real like close friends, the proper friends, like this time period of my life really opened my eyes into like who is my actual close friend and who isn't. Because the ones that are actually my close friends like stuck by and showed up when I needed them to, which I get, obviously, like you can't always show up all the time, but the ones that did show up, I really, really appreciate them. Like they know who they are, and I'm so glad that they were there for me because I honestly don't know what position I'd be in if I didn't have my friends there. And then I broke up with my girlfriend on my birthday, which was a long time in coming. Honestly, felt like a weight was lifted off of my chest, and I feel like that was one of the biggest things that just helped to getting through everything. And then I took things slow and basically just returned to myself in the sense that I reclaimed my mental health. I took things very slow and was like, okay, let me just chill. Let me relax. Let me breathe for a bit. Because I had all this stress going on. Like, I'm going to ignore that stress. That stress doesn't exist. Let me forget about it. And let me just live as if I don't have any stress for a bit. With all the weight off my shoulders. Just so I can recover enough. So I can deal with it when I need to deal with it. And that's basically what I did for May. And then June, I lived wholesomely and presently. Restarted the YouTube. So now I'd made like real progress in terms of like recovering from the issue that had happened in April. Restarted the YouTube because I took quite a like long break from the YouTube, a good couple months, or even like I think it was 3 months. And I was just back at it, full blast. I was back at the gym consistently. I spent good time with friends, and then that's when uni ended for me. So I went home. And it was good. I spent really good time with friends, like I told you, the quality close friends that I had around me. I spent some really good time with them, like memories that I'll never forget. Happened in June this year, and it was so good. Like when bowling, it was meant to be drunk bowling, but it didn't end up being drunk. But went bowling. I think no, we did drink. We just didn't get drunk. We went bowling and we were playing like with these what's it called, water guns, and I met this other guy that I made friends with, and we just like went out a lot. Not out in terms of like spending money, but we just went out for walks and stuff. And I was just a lot more outside, which I really enjoyed because most of the time that I'd spent socially at uni had been locked up and cooped up inside, which I hated. I always wanted to like go out and do stuff. And this group of friends that I was hanging out with was like very much down for that. Like, let's go outside, let's do this, let's do that. And it was very nice. I really enjoyed it. So again, like I said, memories that I don't think I'll ever forget. July, basically the same as June. Spent time with family, lived wholesomely and presently, focused on the YouTube, passionate for the business, passionate with purpose. And I went to my friend's graduation. So if you guys haven't seen the vlog for that, I'll have it linked up there. One of the sides. And spent family time most of the summer while also just trying to get my money up because, like I said, I was struggling financially. Luckily, I'm no longer in that position anymore, so yeah. But that was basically summer. All of those same things: spending time with family, spending time with friends, just trying to get my money up while also just being wholesome, spending time with family and being present, being what did I say? Living wholesomely and presently, basically. And then the end of September, I spent some time with extended family. So I went to go visit my grandma's in the same area that my grandma lives. I have a few cousins that live there as well, like baby cousins. So it was really nice just spending some time with them. I was there for like a week. After that, I went to India for a bit. which was really nice. India, I was there from September to the beginning of November, so end of September to beginning of November. Spent really good time with family, got to like actually develop relationships with a lot of my cousins that were there, and because I don't go to India so often, and obviously India is so far from the UK, we don't really maintain that much contact as we should, and there isn't much of a relationship there. So I'm glad that I went and spent that proper time there for 6 weeks. So I spent proper quality time with them and built proper relationships that um, I feel like I know them more and they also know me more. They know that I do all this YouTube stuff. I filmed some vlogs while I was there as well. So again, if you guys haven't seen those, just click the link up there. Um, but yeah, it was really nice and wholesome. And I try my best to stay consistent with the YouTube. I think I posted like once a week while I was still there, which I'm really proud of. Like I managed to consistently post while I was in India because I basically batch filmed a bunch of videos before I went. So I was just consistently posting those. And then I spent a lot of family time, like I said, with my nephew as well. It was so cute. Joined the gym there as well, so I managed to stay a bit consistent with the gym, even though the diet was like a bit messed up. So I kind of I didn't lose my muscle, but I gained a lot of fat, which I've luckily burned most of it off now. I'm still kind of recovering, but here's what it is. Like it was worth it. For Indian food, you kind of have to make some sacrifices sometimes. So good. And then I got some like really good content work done in terms of like the YouTube and the business. I got some really nice work done. I scripted a lot of videos as well while I was there. And then I started talking to my current girlfriend. Like I met her online and I started talking to her while I was in India, so it was quite nice. And I actually like started really, really liking her. Because basically after my last ex, I was like, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in one of the videos, I just swore off relationships. I was like, I don't want to be in a relationship for a while. And this girl, immediately I could tell she's different. Which I know I always say, but she was very different. Because she's now my girlfriend. So, yeah. November, came home, caught up with family and friends, and met my girlfriend for the first time, which was amazing. Really, really good. Like, we spent some nice quality time, and I'm so glad that everything that happened the way that it happened, and we spent some time talking first, getting to know each other. It wasn't like a proper first date or anything. We just got to know each other a bit more, went for a nice little cute walk. Went out for my cousin's birthday in London, which was pretty fun. Spent some nice family time there, and then met up with my girlfriend a few more times, and each and every time that we met up, we just fell for each other more and more. And it just like built that foundation really solid for us to start dating until like December when we had our first official date, and that's when I asked her out and made her my girlfriend. And it was like a cute little winter wonderland day. I was actually going to record a vlog for you guys, but I didn't manage to get enough clips, unfortunately. Um, and then visited friends at uni for the first time since May. So I missed like a lot of my friends and I really wanted to visit them. So I went finally in December to go meet them, and it was really good to go and see them and catch up with them. And I'm going to make an effort to go see them again soon. Again, I was going to record a vlog, but I didn't get the time to. I just kind of forgot to record clips. So maybe next time I'll get some clips for you guys and record a little vlog. I know you guys like my vlogs, but yeah, spent good time with my friends and my girlfriend, and then I spent Christmas with family, and it was really nice and wholesome. And that's basically this year. So, in terms of last year's resolutions and goals, I left it very loose. I said I just wanted more growth, 100x everything, which I'm gonna say I actually believe I have. Maybe not 100x, but I think I've grown quite a lot. Quite a lot this past year. So the way that I see this past year, it's been like, it started off very shit. A lot of things went very bad, but now it's ending on a bit more of a high note. Things are starting to look a lot more better. Things are starting to look up. But also, I don't see it as like a net negative. Still see it as a positive thing. Because the type of mindset that I have is like a student mindset, a growth mindset. I can always take the positive out of things. And I feel like this year was just like growth. Lessons, growth, learning. And I feel like, so let me go on to like say the points that I've written here, because I've kind of written it out a bit better. So In terms of the YouTube and the business, I've grown definitely. Maybe not as much as I'd like, but I've still grown, which I'm really proud of, because I managed to get 30 videos up on the main channel this year. Good, could be better, but also very good. I'm pretty proud of that number because I know how much of a struggle it was, and just still 30 videos is quite a lot. That's more than one per month. That's at least like 2 per month. Just a little bit more than 2 per month, which again, it should be more than that, but still, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm pretty proud of that because that's excluding everything I've posted on this channel, everything that obviously I've been posting on the studio's channel. And in total, I've grown up by about 60 followers across all platforms, which again, it's not bad. It could be a lot better, but I'm still very proud of it because 60, again, it's like a fairly big number, especially for like a beginner. I know it's like not insane, crazy rates of growth that you see on like a clickbait title. Oh, how to grow 1,000 followers in 10 days. But like, it's slow but steady growth, which is what I like. It's like that saying, slow and steady wins the race, you know? And it's not even like I'm trying to win the race. I'm just trying to live the journey and experience it. And I'm just looking for growth, honestly, at the position that I'm in my life right now. And I'm grateful for any growth that I can get. And then in terms of life generally, this year has been a very humbling and maturing year. Because, say for example, that panic attack that happened, that hit to my ego, I didn't think something like that could happen to me, which sounds insanely egotistical, but then it just made me realize we're all human. Like, I know that, but also, like, I'm not above anything. I shouldn't think I'm above anything and use that as an excuse to do dumb shit. I still need to keep myself in check, which that event allowed me to understand better, that I'd need to keep myself in check still. I can't let myself go off the rails. I can't let myself do things just for the fuck of it. I need to be a bit more mature, especially now that I'm growing older and I have more responsibility in my own life. I need to be more mature. And that's one of the biggest key takeaways that I'm taking away from this year. I'm 100% accountable for everything that's happened. And I'm glad that I managed to recover so quickly and so well, because the position I was in was very bad. I lost my self-image. I had no respect for myself. I had no confidence. I had no memory. Like, imagine losing your memory. Your memory is your identity. Imagine losing your memory. Feeling yourself break apart like that. It was difficult. Like, really, really difficult. And I'm so glad I'm in the position where I am right now, where I can talk to you. I can remember things. I'm speaking from a place of gratitude now, because I've seen the other side. And you can only truly, truly, truly be grateful once you experience the negative, I think. Not I think, I know. But that's what I believe. Yeah, I had shit tons of growth, like I said. And generally, like, mindset shifting things have happened to me this year, where I feel like my mindset is just more mature. I would say I'm still the same. I'm still the same old Lanuk. You're still going to get self-improvement videos, but maybe a bit deeper, maybe a bit more philosophical, maybe a bit more heart-touching. Because this year made me think, what are the important things in life? What actually matters? What do I need to focus on? It made me adjust in terms of that. And so currently now, after everything that's happened, my mental health generally feels far more stable than it did before the incident. Because now I have like a lot more of like a control. Sorry, I said like so many times. But I have a lot more of a control over it. In the sense that I understand why it got to that position and how to prevent it from getting to that position again. I understand why we have certain baseline requirements. I'm not going to let my sleep go so bad. Like, even my sleep was so bad back then. And finally, my gym physique. It's kind of the same as what it was last year. Maybe a little bit more body fat percentage. But I did have a long off season at the beginning of this year. And then obviously I had India. But now I'm back to building it up. And I did manage to get a really, really good level of my physique just before I went to India. So I'm hoping to get that back again, which I should be able to get back like by February latest, I think, with the way that things are going right now, because I'm back consistent at the gym. So where to now? What are the plans for 2026? And what is like life looking like now? What's the future? And what do I think the future holds? I want to be consistent with the gym. I want to have a consistent routine. Lock-in season, basically, bringing back 2023 vibes. 2023, I haven't talked much about it. I'm going to be releasing a video on the main channel very soon. I don't know, it might already be up. It's about my self-improvement journey overall. 2023 was the start of it all for me, where I first got locked in with self-improvement. And when I first was like that's when I built everything that I have today in terms of my discipline, my mental fortitude, my physique, everything that you see today, even everything like I talk about, the ideas that I talk about, it was all created back then. I owe it all to 2023 me. And I want to get back to that. Because that level of mindset that I had. Sorry. That level of mindset that I had, that level of what's the word for it? The level of perspicacity that I had was on another level. And I was just a very, very deep thinker back then. And it enabled me to reach new heights of self-improvement. And that's what I want to get back to in terms of being 100% consistent, being 100% disciplined. I was like in a full Goggins mode back then, which, okay, I don't want to 100% emulate, but I want to get like at least 80% of that, because 100% I don't think it would be valuable to me right now. Like, I had no social life back then. I want to keep my social life, but I still want to have like 80% of like the Goggins type of thing, you know? And this is like season 2 of my channel where I'm doing things a bit different. I don't know if you've seen my video, what's it? Not season 2, sorry, season 4. I have season 2 written here, I don't know why. Season 4 of my channel. I'm doing things a bit differently. I don't know if you saw my last life update video with how I'm doing things a bit differently, but I've got a few new ideas in order to return to what this channel was meant to be in the first place. And yeah, just focus on YouTube and gym. No lust or distraction with love anymore, because I've got a good girlfriend that, like, I love her so much. I love her so much, and I genuinely think this is the healthiest relationship I've ever been in. I'm loving every second of it, because this relationship is something that I dreamed of being in the sense that I desired this for so long when I was younger. Back in 2023, I desired this. And when I started dating, I kind of lost hope that I would ever find it, because the girls that I was meeting and the girls that I was dating, I couldn't find anyone like my high standards, so I kind of had to settle and compromise, which I hated. But I just kind of felt like I had to. I had no other option until I met my girlfriend today. Well, not my girlfriend today, but my girlfriend of today. And it's just amazing. It's amazing. And it gives me hope and faith that, hey, there are high quality girls out there and you will find one. And now I can actually grow healthily and properly in a relationship. And like, my relationship videos are going to be a million times better, because I can tell you properly, like, okay, this is how you grow in a healthy relationship. This is how you maintain healthy boundaries within a relationship. This is how you keep the attraction in a relationship, retain the attraction. And all of these like topics that would help so much for someone that's in a relationship. How to optimize your relationship, you know? And yeah, this year's, or 2026, is going to be dedicated to more experiences, more life, and just a lust for life experiences, in the sense that I just want to, even though yes, I need to grind, I need to focus, I want to be more locked in on the YouTube. At the same time, that's not going to be just like tunnel vision. I want to also live in the sense that have experiences, because that's what matters at the end of the day. At the end of the day, like, even you can hustle as much as you want. What are you going to remember on your deathbed? Hustling and trying to make money, or the lives you've impacted, the experiences that you've had? That is what truly matters at the end of the day, and that's what I'm going to focus on. I try and focus on that overall in my life, but I want to make more of a focus on it. And generally, for 2026, I want more success and growth. Obviously growth, but not just growth, because obviously last year I wished for growth and I got it, but maybe not in the form that I quite liked, but I needed it, and I'm glad that it still happened. But hopefully for 2026, more success. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I'm leaving it a bit loose. Basically just said, again, similar things, but I've been a bit more detailed in terms of specifically what I want. But let's see how it goes. And here's to hoping you guys have a great 2026 as well. I'll see you guys in 2027. Catch you guys in the next one.